What's good, man? Back on the channel. You know what I'm saying? I had a game yesterday. It was six-a-side. Got popped in it. That's the matter of fact. But more to the less of the point. That might have been. I'm not gonna say it was my last, but it felt like everything I needed to get out of five-a-side or seven-a-side or whatever was really on display in that game. It really was, because I could see exactly where I was lacking from a mental point of view and a physical point of view. It was really displayed to me, and my teammate made it really clear for me. That's what I'm saying, I could tell, you know what I'm saying? He's a footballer, you get me? And I remember, because the one part of the game, I would say physically, where I was lacking, of course, this has also a mental element to it as well, was in transition, okay? I would struggle in that transition from attack to defense. And again, and it also another thing as well, I wasn't able to, the team required a defender, okay? The team required someone to stay in defense. And my pride, bro, it didn't allow me to play in defense, because you know why? Because I knew that these men wanted me to play in defense, kind of thing, because these men would think, oh, this guy's probably the worst out of all of us, you get me? Because obviously these men, whatever, academy, whatever, I don't know, innit? But that part of me was just like, yeah, don't worry, bro. Just I'll show you, innit? And then they weren't even giving me the ball that much because you know what I'm saying? But then that's not even the point. The point is, I knew that they weren't gonna give me the ball. It was obvious that they weren't trying to give me the ball. So I should have just gone in defense. That's just that, and that's the way that I could have applied myself to the game a bit better. Because when I was defending, I was doing sick. You know what I'm saying? In the moments where I was doing defensive work, I was doing really well. But again, I didn't fully commit to it. That was the one thing. So the transitions what exposed me, because again, it's kind of because I decided that I didn't want to transition, but I could have just chosen to stay in defense. That's what I'm saying. But then again, less to the point about that, because again, the point that I wanted to make was, what was it, bro? It's not about them, it's about you. That's what he kind of drilled home for me. That it's not about them, it's about you. Because I was getting a bit caught up, because again, there was another player in that team, I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure he even played professionally, I think. Like, I've heard things about him, like, whatever, blah, 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 just known in the area, and you get me? But, what do you call it? A part of me wanted to take him on, because I knew that, yeah, that was the you get me? So I wanted to take him on. So then again, I got kind of caught up in this whole taking him on factor, rather than actually helping out my team. That's what I noticed, is that was kind of like, and then again, but then you know what it was? And it wasn't it was more from an attacking point of view. When I had the ball, I just wanted to run at them. But then I wouldn't even get the ball that much. So that made me even want to run at them more. And I just wanted to, and of course, there are a couple of times I got the right dribbles, blah, blah, blah. But because of the nature of it, because it wasn't for the purpose of getting a goal, it was just for the purpose to show, yeah, like, I can dribble. You know? The purpose was to show, yeah, I can dribble. It wasn't coming for the better place for the team, innit? You know what I'm saying? And I recognize that. And like, honestly, like, I've just been thinking about this game. Like, I was thinking about it last night. I was like, fuck, man. Like, I feel like there's a lot more to learn from this game for myself. Because again, like, it might not have seemed like that deep of a game, it's just five-a-side, you know what I'm saying? But like, out of all the games I played recently, I feel like it really was able to outline exactly where for me in the pitch. Because again, there's parts of my games in terms of like that I've improved physically, but it's the mental. It's the mental, because again, when I saw that my man was there was a part of me that was like, yeah, okay, this guy, and then, like, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't call it's fear in a way, you know what I'm saying? But it's understanding what my man was. I already knew that. I was just like, yeah, But then it's not about him though. Because even when I would take him on, I could see how if I wasn't so focused on him and I was focused on myself, that I could beat him, you know? Like, as in not necessarily beat him one-on-one, but I could draw him in and then pop it. Or when I see him there, I just shoot, or I bring it back, see where my teammates are, you know, instead of always trying to just. And again, it's a bit paradoxical because I'm the one that preaches directness, you know, and of course I'll still preach directness, but the IQ needs to be there in the game. That's what it showed me. It's more than just raw ability, you know, and I feel like in the game, compared to my teammates, obviously they were still a bit caught up because they had their, and my manager just as well, he's saying they have their own issues. But I could see how they had their own thing where they were ready to gel and they were ready to take these men on. But because I wasn't really willing to conform to that, you know, and again, positive and negatives, but because I wasn't willing to conform to that, again, it's just, it's difficult. But then again, the main thing I wanted to say is that it's not about them, it's about you. It really is about you. You know what I'm saying? And like, again, this isn't things that we can wish away, okay? It's gained through experience, okay? And this is why putting myself in these games against these, bro, someone's moving mad. Put me in these games against these better players on my team and against me, it allows me to see that. But then at the same time, I'll be honest, from a fitness point of view, I don't think it's good for me to be playing this much football, because like it's like I can, you know what I'm saying, I need to chill a bit because obviously we have the season coming up. We're in Div 2, I think, in the men's, so I'll be able to go up against quality teams there. And I just want to get myself in the right space for the men's game. Okay, this is what this all is just training. Okay, but I'm just saying this game really affected me in that way, in the sense that I could see this play between me versus them, you know, like, and there was something similar the week before as well. But then again, it was in a different way. It was more in a way in which it was like, this guy, I can't even touch him, you know, like he was just moving with the ball. I can't even touch him. But then that's because I know my man's not. But then that's the thing. You have to realize that these men that are doing this shit, like, oh, I can't even touch him, they're not even registering me as a threat. You know what I'm saying? They're just doing their thing. It's them. I mean, it's when I say them, I mean it's you. They are being themselves, you know, and it's me watching them instead of me being myself. You know what I'm saying? And getting caught up in that. You know? And then because we were on the back foot for the majority of the game. But then we had our chances, you know? We definitely had our chances. But the gelling wasn't there. Simple as that. And if there's no chemistry in the team, it doesn't matter how good the team is. But then the chemistry comes down to each individual person, and it also comes down to leaders in that team showing the way of, you know, swallowing that pride for the purpose of chemistry. You know what I'm saying? And if they can see that, and that's what I mean, when I was at Mortimer, 11 aside, it's much easier to see this natural chemistry because everyone has their positions, you know? But in 5 aside, it's much more. It's a different level required of chemistry, bro. Different. You know what I'm saying? It's serious, man. I definitely, in ways, I genuinely think it's harder than 11 aside, for sure. I do. But, yeah, that's the video, man. I don't know what the title is.